Hello, this is Mad Cat, and I'm here doing another video. And it's funny, but I just got done doing this video and started passing around, and then Alan Harris, um, I think I'm not, yeah, Alan Harris, um, told me. Well, first he saw that he saw my video, and it's like, oh man, 7 business days, that's horrible, and then told me. Oh shit! I'm sorry, I forgot about that. There we go. So he's like, "Oh, it's back up," and I'm like, "What? It's back up? I just got done doing a video explaining to everyone, and it's been down for a couple hours." So I'm very happy about that. I'm going to kind of leave it alone right now. Not do any more editing, just to kind of be on the safe side, because now I'm kind of scared to touch it. But yeah, it's back up. I've gotten $160 so far, and here are the lovely people who've donated to me. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Sierra. And thank you, Suzanne. So let me just kind of take a quick look through on this. You can see it here, and you'll see at the bottom I kind of have an FAQ, and I'll probably jump into this tomorrow or Sunday and finish doing this. But where was it? It's probably in this section right here where I was mentioning doctor, litigation, lawyer. That's probably what tripped it up, and they probably, like, some Bayesian filter looked at it and it's like, wait a minute, this could be suspicious activity. They brought it back up. However, while I have you here, I'm going to address a tweet that was sent to me. And I kind of missed this at first. I got a lot of tweets, so I do apologize, but it's this tweet right here. It says, "I'm confused as to what disability would let him live homeless in a tent but preclude him from most other work." This is a very odd tweet because, first off, you use the phrase "let him live homeless," and then also compare it to most other work. Okay, do you think being homeless is a job? Because being homeless has nothing to do with work. In fact, most of the time when people are homeless, it's the exact opposite. They don't have a job, so they become homeless. Okay, but the other thing is, let him live homeless. Very, very, very few people ever choose to live homeless. There is no certificate that you need to get to become homeless. So I kind of find this very condescending of, well, how can you live homeless if you can't work a job? I can't. I can't live homeless. But just because I can't doesn't mean that I won't. I can't exactly go to the government and say, hey, I'm disabled. I can't be homeless. You have to do something now. They're not going to do anything. They'll probably laugh in my face. People become homeless not because they're qualified to, it's because they have lost all resources to take care of themselves. So I'm sorry, but your statement is idiotic. Now, will my disability can I really handle being homeless? Not really. But I don't have a choice, and I'm going to have to push through it anyways to try to get myself out of that situation when it happens. But I can't do most jobs. I really, really wish I could. You have no idea. I wish I didn't have to do any of this. I mean, it took me like a week to even just create this. I was just like back and forth. I'll do it. No, I won't do it. I was a wreck. And finally I did it. And, I was still really scared and I wasn't really thinking straight when someone's like, oh, well, you need to put in there that you're going to look for an apartment and none of this bullshit about your laptop. And I'm like, well, yeah, but that doesn't make sense logistically. And about that, someone was just saying, ask for first and last month and then you can go and get an apartment. And it's like, okay, even if I do that, I don't have a steady stream of income. And not only would I be able to pay rent, but no apartment complex would accept me unless I had a steady stream of income. But he kind of kept harping on me a little bit, saying that, no, 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 you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm like, okay, how about I meet you halfway and say that if I somehow make $6,000, I'll, um, I'll go live in an apartment somewhere because I don't think I'll make $6,000 from this. I'll be honest. I'll be very fortunate if I even make my asking amount of $1,000, which will help out a great deal, even though I'll still be homeless no matter what. Okay, so RK Fortune, I don't understand why the doctors are not going to send you to a specialist, though I'm a Canadian, so the rules are different. I've been sent to a specialist, several of them, and none of them want to treat my disability seriously. I've seen neurologists, I've seen neuropsychologists, I've seen therapists. In fact, the one therapist I saw was the first one to actually identify, although she couldn't officially do it, but she was the first one to kind of point me that I'm suffering from post concussion syndrome. All of the neurologists, the majority of the neurologists I've seen have told me that I'm suffering from depression, which I'm not. I mean, I do have depression, but that's an after effect with everything that's going on in my life. There's been one who did say that I had post concussion syndrome, but that he refused to help me out on anything dealing with disability. And in fact, seemed to do as little as possible as he could. The last neurologist I saw before I lost my Medicaid insurance through the government told me that most doctors are not going to want to treat my disability because it's a constellation of issues. There's not one particular thing I have several different things. And so they will try to find the easiest possible explanation, either as depression or sleep apnea. And yes, I do have sleep apnea, and a lot of people out there, well, that could explain what's going. No, not everything that's going on. Doctors are trying to hope that if they give me an antidepressant, it'll fix some of my issues, and then they can treat the other little parts. Unfortunately, when I do take antidepressants, and I've taken 3 different ones, it's screwed me up a lot more. Doctors don't want to help me with this. And I figure it's most of the doctors out there. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 out there that are really good. So that's why all of this, why I been denied for Social Security, why I can't find a lawyer, and why I haven't gotten any treatment so far. So I hope that answers your question, RK Fortune. And thank you for asking that question. Now, Curious Reptilian, Live Beef, I mean no disrespect to you, but your question has a lot of assumptions there. A lot of, well, not assumptions, but it's, lack of a better term, it is idiotic. Because you're saying let him live homelessly and most other work. I mean, flat out, I'm going to have a hard time living homeless. Yes, that's a fact. And it's going to probably be hell for me. But at the same time, it's not something I can really choose. It's something that's going to be forced upon me. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this. As we have mentioned, it is back up and running. So, Thank you, everyone who's donated so far and everyone who's raised awareness. Special thank you out to Gwen Lily Knight. She is an amazing person, so just give her a hug the next time you see her. She loves those. Anyways, this is Mad Cat signing off.